Folks, we've got mail. More specifically, in this envelope is my ability to earn the all-time high sign-up bonus of 100,000 points from Chase, namely in the form of the Chase Ink Preferred. And not only that, this is the highest credit line I've ever gotten on a credit card. Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel. Hopefully this isn't your first time, but if it is, hi, how are ya? My name is John of John's Finance Tips. I talk everything as it relates to making, saving, or investing money. Everything from extra free food at Chipotle to buying your first rental property and everything in between. Though today, we're going to be talking about credit cards. More specifically, we're gonna do my very first unboxing, or I guess unenveloping, de-enveloping. I'm gonna open this envelope and show you what's inside. And as I do that, we're gonna be talking about the features and benefits of this card. If that sounds like a plan to you, then you pop a squat, you tap that thumb icon, and if you're interested to jump on this all-time high sign-up bonus of 100,000 points from Chase, feel free to check out my affiliate link in the description box below. All right, let's unbox this sucker. First things first, extremely urgent. You know, fun fact about applying for this card, when I first got approved for it, they said it would arrive in 7 to 10 business days. And I called them and I actually said, hey, can I actually get it rushed? And they said, sure, no problem. And so it ended up coming in, I think 2 business days. Anyway, let's pop this open. Yes, a little sensitive information, we'll cover that, but it's an envelope. See, this is an unenveloping, not an unboxing. All right, let's tear this thing open and see what we got inside. I feel like I'm doing one of those, what is it? You know how people do Pokemon pulls? I feel like that's what I'm doing, Pokemon card pulls. So we'll go from the back first because I know there's no sensitive information in the back. And so in the back, the first thing you get is this lovely guide to benefits, which I'm sure we'll talk through, but you kind of flip through all of that, yada, yada, good stuff. Next up we have here is another thing that says premium rewards wherever your business takes you. Looks like another, probably an easier to digest benefits pamphlet. A little bit more color, a little bit more pictures. We love that. Cool, yep, there you go. 25% more value, one-to-one point transfer. Heck, why would I even make a video on the card? I could just read this to y'all. Anyway, so that's, you get that. And then you've got, your card agreement. Pretty boring stuff, but you get one of these, lovely. And then, what do we have here? Facts, all right. Facts. Nothing that important here, actually. Usually they give you a credit score on this thing, but it doesn't look like there's a credit score on this one, at least. And then we've got, fees. Let's focus in on this one. So hopefully y'all can see this and it's not crazy overexposed, but on here you've got your interest rate, you've got the annual fees, and then all the various other fee-related information. However, as a quick note when it comes to credit cards, interest rates are irrelevant because you'll never carry a balance. Annual fee, it's probably relevant, you're gonna pay it, but then things like, I don't know, penalties, late fees, that type of stuff, not all that important to me, but that's what you get in this chart. And voila, the piece de résistance. Sorry, excuse that. The actual card itself. I could tape it, but I'm just gonna show y'all what the card looks like. Voila. Now I'll tape it in a second, but very nice. Nice deep blue color. And then on the front side, let's see, what information is sensitive? Probably all of that, with the exception of this. I'll just fold it over. Y'all could see this is actually the highest credit line I've ever gotten from Chase, which is a credit line of $60,000. That's pretty insane. I don't think I'll ever spend that, but $60,000 credit line, you could do some damage. Now, at the end of the day though, I always say, folks, credit line means nothing. It just means I can borrow up to $60,000 from Chase, but if I don't actually have the cash, then why would I ever do it? But it's good to know that this is actually possible. All right, now I covered the sensitive information up with tape, but here's the card. Pretty cool, a deep blue. To be honest, I don't like the fact that the letters rather are raised. I thought it would be flush. That's kind of what the image would imply. But nonetheless, here it is. It's plastic, not metal. You can tap to pay here based on that little logo. And now let me give you a quick high-level overview of the card and why you should consider jumping on. And at the very end, I'll tell you about the Chase trifecta that I inadvertently stumbled into. So the sign-up bonus for the Chase Ink Business Preferred comes in at 100,000 points after you spend $8,000 in 3 months. I would 1000% jump on this bonus. In fact, I told a story in a previous video, but when I first applied for this card, because this is the second time I've gotten this bonus, was back in 2017 or 18. I literally had to drive to New York City to apply for the 100,000 point offer because it was expired and the only way to get it is you had to apply in branch and there was no branches in Boston. I had to go to New York. Nowadays, you can do what I do, and which is apply online much easier. The second interesting thing to note with the Chase Ink cards is that there's not 24-month restrictive language on bonus. Now, I don't say you should go and open 20 of these. However, it is nice to know that you can get the bonus again. That is unless Chase ever decides to change their mind. The other thing to note about Chase business cards is you can use an SSN and then later on an EIN, and you should still qualify. Even though you're gonna be the personal guarantee and you'll have to put your SSN on both applications, you can apply for a business card using an SSN plus your personal SSN, and you can also apply for a business card using an EIN plus your personal SSN. Hopefully that makes sense. Next up, we have the earnings. So this card will earn 3 points for every single dollar that you spend on travel, shipping purchases, advertising purchases that you make either on social media or through a search engine, and internet, cable, and phone services on the first $150,000 in combined spend on those categories, and then you will earn 1 point per dollar spent afterwards, and then for all other purchases not in those categories, you will earn 1 point per dollar spent. Now onto benefits. Now we're not gonna get into the nitty gritty because I've got a video actually detailing it up here, but the one to call out are the fact that this card has transfer partners. So if you take the points here, you can transfer them to airlines or hotels where you're gonna get way more value. And the one that comes to mind is taking your Chase points and transferring to Hyatt, and Hyatt is gonna allow you to redeem for a complete outsized value in any of their properties around the world. The second thing is if you take the points and you book travel through the Chase Ultimate Reward Portal, you'll get a 25% bonus. So this 100,000 point bonus, instead of just being worth $1,000, it could be worth $1,250. But if you're really smart, you could probably flip this for thousands of dollars by transferring to the right airline or hotel partner. And if you're interested in kind of how that goes and how you can actually start travel hacking your points, I've got a video up here as well, which is a 4.5-step guide to start travel hacking. Lastly, we've got an annual fee, which is $95. It's a bummer that there's nothing to offset this annual fee. However, for 100,000 points, I would gladly pay $95. So now with the Chase Ink Preferred in hand, I've actually just completed a trifecta, which I wasn't even trying to complete, but it just happened, where I now have a Chase Ink Preferred, a Chase Ink Cash, and a Chase Ink Unlimited, which are the 3 business cards that Chase has. So from a purchase perspective, from the Ink Cash, I will earn 5% cash back on the first $25,000 in spend in combined purchases at office supply stores and on internet, cable, and phone services. Then I will earn 2% cash back on the first $25,000 of spend in combined gas station and restaurants each year, and then of course 1% after I hit both of those spending thresholds. With the Ink Cash Unlimited, I will earn 1.5% cash back everywhere, and then we've got the Ink Preferred coming in for some of the categories I probably will use more frequently, such as the 3% for travel. Even though we've been talking business cards, in order to get a business card, you just have to have a business. And when I say business, it's did you start something, let's say even a side hustle, with the intention to generate revenue? If yes, then you would be qualified as a business. When I got my very first business card ever, I literally used a $3,000 projected income. I didn't make any money, but I was projecting I would make $3,000 a year, and I ended up getting a card. And I remember back then, I think my credit limit then was only like $3,000. With these 3 cards combined, I think I've got $30,000 credit limit across both the Ink Cash as well as the Ink Unlimited. So I've got about $120,000 credit limit. That's insane. I don't think I would ever come close to spending that, nor should I, but then again, maybe I should if I want to expand and grow my business. Regardless, it's kind of monster the type of credit limits that business cards will offer you, but for a small business limit, that totally makes sense, especially if you've got to purchase inventory, if you're holding inventory, and it's especially beneficial for small business owners to carry that utilization on a business credit card so that doesn't show up on your personal credit report and so that it doesn't hurt your personal credit score. That's it, folks. It's a quick one, but let me know in the comment section down below, have you jumped on this all-time high sign-up bonus of 100,000 points? Do you plan to? And are there any other business Chase Trifecta holders out there? And if so, how have you been optimizing for the spend? Best luck, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace!